Ha, 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 ha. Huh? Everyone, and I mean everyone, as expected, nothing unusual. Everybody coming out, voicing their opinion with regards to who should coach where. Yes, it's the T20 Global League, guys, and it is draft week. Drafts are on Saturday and Sunday in Cape Town. Yes, Geoffrey Toyana, assistant coach. Graeme Smith, official coach. They'll be working together. The other one was there when the other one made his first class debut and was there. Well, is going to be there when Graeme Smith makes his debut as a coach. And we're going to try call Geoffrey Toyana now and see what he's up to on a Wednesday afternoon and how excited he is with regards to the T20 Global Tournament. Let's try call him. There we go.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff, how are you? 6 here.
Hi, 6, yes, I'm good, my man.
I hope it's not a busy afternoon that you have today.
No, I'm just driving to Soweto now to drop off my daughter, so I'm all right.
Okay. What else do you normally do on an afternoon where you're not so busy?
Yes, on good afternoons, I mean, I play a bit of tennis, just to unwind, just to unwind.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not the greatest player. I know that cricket players play golf, but I'm the worst golfer, ever. So yes, I've tried playing twice with the boys, and my scores were horrendous. I mean, both times I scored centuries. So golf is not for me. So tennis is good for me, and also I spend time with my kids.
Okay.
Just try to spend as much time as I can with them, because during the season, I mean, it gets tougher.
Geoffrey, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Just a few questions on my side, and obviously everybody's excited with your appointment together with Graeme Smith with the Benoni team, and I'm sure personally you must be excited to take up this sort of opportunity working with Graeme Smith and in an international event like the T20 Global Tournament.
Yeah, 6, I mean, very, very excited. I mean, I found out about it, I signed my contract about a month or so ago. And but for me, I mean, it is the home of cricket for me, because that's where everything started for me, my coaching career. I played cricket there since 2002 up until my retirement. And the opportunity to work with Graeme Smith, I mean, one of the best leaders, the South Africa has ever had, was another opportunity for me that, I didn't want to miss. I know people have been up in arms, with Graeme Smith, why I took the job and why I'm not head coach. But I really, really think that people have to understand how the international market, works, as well. Because we've got international owners coming to invest money, in South Africa. So they don't know much about our domestic South African cricket. So for them to come in to invest their money, I think they will always look for the big players and the big coaches, And Graeme Smith, I mean, I know he's passionate about the game, passionate about coaching as well, having had a chat to him, And I think people must just understand that it is an international market where, international owners choose their coaches, and Graeme Smith, I mean, is a big brand,
And tell me on your side, Jeff. Obviously, it was a process of meeting other coaches and meeting the owners and so forth and so on. So then, when you get this, when you get this invite or when you get this offer to be assistant, are you disappointed that you're getting an assistant role, or were you perhaps hoping for something bigger than that?
Yes, obviously, I mean, as a head coach, I mean, I've been head coach for 5 years, and I like the pressure, of being, a head coach. I mean, you making decisions, which some days can be wrong, but you're taking responsibility, and making the big calls, which I have, in my career, so far. So just having had a look as well and the other coaches who were going to be involved in this tournament, guys like Stephen Fleming, you know, Eric Simons, guys like Mark Boucher, you know, like when this opportunity came for me, you know, I was just pleased or happy that someone somewhere, you know, like has seen my hard work, you know, like over the last while. So irrespective of which position I got at that time, but like my biggest focus was to be, you know, involved, you know, like in a tournament of this stature. I mean, it is the first one here in South Africa, and to be involved and to be in the thick of things as well in a tournament like this is really something I could not say no to.
And on your side, Jeff, and you've had to work with a young group of guys, a mixture with a couple of the older players in Stephen Cook and Alvira Peterson and Imran Tahir, and you've had to deal with the unfortunate event of the match fixing scandal that was looming over the bizhub Highveld Lions. With all that you've learned in such a short time, like you've just said now, how do you hope to bring that into the Benoni side together with Graeme Smith, who's also, you know, an infant when it comes to coaching in cricket?
Yeah, I mean, I've had you know, like ups and downs, you know, like in terms of franchise cricket. Yes, I've had success and I've had some downs as well. And as you've just said, like my biggest downs obviously was that match fixing scandal, which rocked us, you know, like in the last couple of years. But you know, like as a leader, you know, like it was important for me that I lead from the front and taking responsibility, you know, on what those players, you know, did. But yes, I've learned a lot from that episode, and I work with a younger group of players now. I mean, it has got me better, you know, like as a person and in understanding people and understanding players. And I know that I've got a role to play, you know, like in terms of the young players and educating them as well of the dangers, you know, that are just lurking around. So yes, I think the combination of me and Graeme Smith will be like an interesting one, because he will bring, you know, like
sorry, Jeff, you were there when you were playing in the same match with Graeme Smith when he made his.
Oh yeah.
Speak to me about that.
Yeah, you know, for me, like this whole episode is just a coincidence, you know, because coincidentally as well, when Graeme Smith made his first class debut, you know, like I played in the same side with him. If I remember correctly, I think he got 100, a big 100, I think 150, you know. And so I was there when he like made his first class debut. And now, you know, like I'm going to be here, you know, like when he makes his first class debut as a coach. So that's really, really something, you know, it's like interesting from my point of view as well. And yeah, quite excited to be working with Biff. I mean, like he's a man I know well. You know, like I've played with, you know, like at Gauteng before, like he went to like Western Province at the time. And chatting to him on Tuesday as well. He's got some good ideas. And it will be interesting how we mix them, you know, together, you know, into it. And with me, I mean, basically, you know, like I understand every player that plays, you know, in South African domestic cricket. So our draft will be quite interesting, and it should be a good one for us, because it's going to come from the international side, and I'm going to bring like my knowledge of domestic cricket, and hopefully like we take 18 good cricketers.
It's you mentioned draft. It's draft week this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You guys must be excited with your first assignment, having to pick your own squad. 5 international players you're allowed. Can you drop one name, or have you guys started looking as to who you're going to employ?
Yeah, you know, just having a look at that draft, the players that are there. Obviously, there's some serious contenders there. Some good players there, but I know the biggest name that everyone is going to be after is a guy like Chris Morris. And I'm sure with us as a player like we're going to be pushing for, because the best, he bowls, good fielder, great arm as well on the field. So should be exciting, you know, but the draft system is going to be difficult because, like there's 10s that we take. And I know like on the first round, we are, you know, like on number 7. So like we'll have to wait for 6 guys to choose their picks, and then we choose our pick as well. But I'm sure like there's enough players, you know, like around the setup, you know, that can like make our team, you know, like a good one.
Jeff, you're right. There's plenty of players in the country. There's plenty of players who are able to change a T20 match and become T20 stars. But on my side, thank you very much for your time. I will see you on Monday because I will be at the draft this weekend, and hopefully we can have a chat after that.
Okay, no, perfect. But I'll see you at the weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jeff, for your time. Thank you, man. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it, guys, from Geoffrey Toyana, coach of the bizhub Highveld Lions, and now newly announced coach or assistant coach of the Benoni Zalmi. Oh, I'm still trying to get the hang of these names. Benoni Zalmi, coach Geoffrey Toyana. My opinion is that if you look at it now, there's about 16 to 18 months until the next ICC World Cup. And if Geoffrey Toyana were to, you know, sort of get into the ranks now and be the coach of the Proteas, he would have that short time. I think there's about 30 to 32 ODIs left until the next World Cup. So there isn't much time for him to work around. And particularly looking at the group, it's still the group that was at the 2015 World Cup. Dale Steyn now has returned back to the Titans. So Geoffrey Toyana, yes, this is excellent for him to get an opportunity to work with international players, an opportunity for him to bring what he has applied at the Lions together with Graeme Smith and try bring some silverware in the city of Benoni. Exciting times, and stay tuned because draft week this weekend, I will be there. I'll be bringing you every single detail that will be happening at the draft this week. T20 Global League starting in South Africa in November-December period. Exciting times. I'm excited, and I'm sure the coaches and the players are excited as well to start with this T20 Global League that everybody seems to be talking about. But until then, until next week, ha!